And welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Terry Ross, along with Elijah, coming to you live from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today's game features the visiting Roseburg Indians, who have traveled down to take on the North Medford Black Tornado. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. On the Bill's Glass Coaches Corner, which is brought to you by Bill's Glass, the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years, we can tell you that North Medford comes into this game as the home team with an 0-1 record, having lost to South Medford by a 7-2 count. Meanwhile, Roseburg comes in 2-0, having beat Grants Pass recently in a doubleheader. So we're about ready to go. The officials were a tad late getting on the scene today. But now we're going over, as you can see, the starting lineups, the ground rules for this particular ballpark, where what's in play, what's out of play, where the foul lines are, and all of that stuff that everybody needs to know. It's baseball season, barely underway. We got started a little earlier this week. That's why there's not too many games to call upon for reference. As we said, North Medford lost its first one 7-2 to the South Medford Panthers. They'll be looking to rebound today. Meanwhile, Roseburg is looking to keep it going. They've played one doubleheader and won both ends of it. Roseburg will be in their black uniforms today with the orange numerals and the orange trim when they finally get out here. North Medford will be wearing white, as with the black numerals and the Black Tornado across the front. It's interesting sitting here. We are sitting in the stands today, right behind home plate, so we have a good view of the action. Just a little difficult to see what's going on the computer. Here we go. Now they're starting to get somewhere on the speaker. They need to turn the speaker up, though. I don't know that anybody knows he's speaking. And the Tornado taking the field. On the mound is going to be Cody Boringen, a left-hander. Out at second base, we'll get shortstop as Aiden Horsley comes out. There we go. Tyler Dunleavy is headed out to the left fielder is Frankie Rudigilano. And right field is Colton Morgan. In center field, 16, Trey Newman. And so Kerry Curtis is your head coach for the Black Tornado. He's assisted by John King and Derek Horsley. So they're about ready to get this underway. We'll take a quick timeout as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, presentation of TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome you back to North Medford High School, home of the Black Tornado. Jim McAbee Field is where we are at tonight. Well, actually, it's today. You get so used to announcing sports at night, you use that far more often than you should. Bill's Glass's Coach's Corner was brought to you by Bill's Glass. Bill's Glass, locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. And so, the first batter, Austin Takahashi. I did have his name right. I was holding up for the PA announcer to straighten things out. So, Takahashi steps in. And he takes strike one. So the left-hander for, there's a foul, driving the count to 0-2. So Boringen finds himself ahead quickly here, 0-2 to Takahashi. That one swung and fouled back. The count will remain 1-2. If things appear a little wrong on the, get the scoreboard up for you. There's a ball that goes to 1-2. If things appear a little haywire, fouled straight back again. On the scoreboard, just forgive us. It's a matter of trying to see the computer and trying to get it to do what I want it to do. Which any of you that are into computers know that's almost, wow, there's a swing and a miss. So that brings up Sebastian Watson for the Indians. And one away is, there's a pop straight up. The pitcher's going to take it, and he does. So Boringen gets a little pop out. And Dawson Gillespie steps in, playing shortstop today. Can barely hear the PA announcer out here at the park. Maybe we're the only ones listening for him, but there's a strike right down on the outside or inside, right-handed batter. So Gillespie will step back in. Boringen throwing some strikes today. That one's way outside though. So we'll move it to 1-1. You hear cheering going on behind us. There's a softball game also right here at North Medford as Roseburg brought their softball team down. That was fouled out of play, first base side. We go to 1-2. That one's fouled away. And there is strike 3. So, as we go to the middle of the first inning, the John L. Scott scoreboard reads Medford, North Medford nothing, Roseburg nothing, as they have no hits and no runs for their inning. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We welcome you back to North Medford High School, Jim Maccabee Field, where the visiting Roseburg Indians just finished batting. And so, I guess they pronounced his name wrong. They're calling it Borgi, but the pitcher leads off, and he fouls that one down the third baseway. Catch up my paper here. In fact, it's just gusty enough to blow paper around. That's about all the gust we have today. That one's outside. That'll even the count. Won't give him that call. Outside to the left-handed batter. That swung on and lifted up to second base. The center fielder will take it, though.
Batting for the Black Tornadoes, second baseman, number 2, Johnny King.
Johnny King steps up. There's a strike. That one's outside. King, a right-handed batter. Roseburg doesn't acknowledge that it has any pitchers, so there's strike two. I believe it's Logan Klopfenstein that's out there for the Indians. That one bounces up to the plate. So 2-2. Everybody looking for their first hit of this ball game. There's a grounder out to third, taking a throw over and in plenty of time. So still no hits for either side. That brings up Aiden Horsley. Boy, this will be a quick ball game, but I guess we won't depend on that for 7 innings. And hit him. So the Black Tornado have a base runner. That's about all we can say about it. And Jeremiah Robbins steps up. Runner at first now, hit by pitch. That one's in the dirt. They kept in front of the catcher. Roseburg defensively just basically playing straight away. Trying to go. There's a line drive down out to left field. That's going to get down, and that's going to give Watson or King, I believe it is, King over to as Robbins gets a double out of that. And that'll bring up Gavin Schmidt. And we got a base running change as Coda Passy comes in to run. That's Aiden Horsley over at third base. And a conference out on the mound right now as to how Roseburg wants to pitch everybody. Today's game is brought to you in part by My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. So that conversation is over. And with second and third, 2 out, the Tornado tried to get something going. A hit by pitch and a double got him this far. That's way outside. The Indians trying to see if they can maybe escape with no damage. And the full windup. That's popped up. And that's going into the stands. So everybody will retreat. We go to a 1-1 count. I guess where we're sitting, we're going to have to watch out too. Oh, and there's a passed ball. That'll score. Horsley. And advance, everybody. There's a fly, and the center fielder will grab that one. And so, we didn't get a chance to put our run on the board because we were doing something else, but we need to put a run on the board as North Medford finally finds the plate. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard after 1 inning of play, we see that it now reads North Medford 1 and Roseburg nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome you back to North Medford High School, where they've already begun the second inning. I'm going to try to reflect that. I think I've got the wrong one going, though. There we go. Top of 2. Now we have one. We don't have one out. They have nothing on the scoreboard, so I'm not much help right now. Dominic Tatone, however, is at the plate. And there's a little pop, but the outfielder will take that. And that'll bring up number 8, Garrett Zamet. Scoreboard finally catching up out there. Swing and a miss. We missed. So we're even up now in the count. That's fouled back. Way back. Even things up now at 2-2 count. Borgine, strike 3. So we got 2 out very quickly. That brings up Knox Hubbard, the catcher. There's another strike. Borgine is, as they say, is wheeling and dealing. right at the moment. Hubbard, left-handed batter, settles in. And he'll look at ball one. Foul. First base side. Oh, Bourgeon's ahead again at 1-2. Right-handed pitcher. Getting it done so far today. That's strike three on the outside corner. And so he gets his fourth strikeout of the ball game so far. So as we go to the bottom of the second, one too far. I go to the bottom of the second, we'll see on the John L. Scott scoreboard. That is still remains North Medford 1, Roseburg nothing, as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
And I welcome you back to North Medford High School, where we're ready to begin the bottom of the second inning with the Tornado leading this one, and up there is Tyler Dunleavy taking a swing and missing on the first offering. There's another swing and a miss, 0-2. Dunleavy batting left-handed. Fouled out of play. There we are. That's headed for the stands. That's way outside. So North Medford scored their one run on a passed ball. And brought in Horsley from third base. Into the screen. Horsley giving Klopfenstein quite the battle here at the moment. And there's a bouncer out to second base, gobbled up, and he's out.
Batting for the Black Tornado, the left fielder, number 15, Frankie Rutigliano.
So Frankie Rutigliano steps in. Fortunately, they don't make us say that 5 times real fast. There's a strike. Runs will be scarce apparently today. Both pitchers are throwing strikes. There's another one called strike 2. That one missed. Strike 3 called. And that will end the inning. So, oh, I'm one ahead of him. Sorry, there's 2 outs. Morgan's up. Colton Morgan takes swinging at strike 1. There's strike 2. I've got us going too fast here, don't I? And there. Then out as the shortstop takes that one and throws him out. Well, we'll try to straighten out my scoreboard and everything else. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, though, as we go to the 3rd inning, it's now North Medford 1, Roseburg nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.com.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
And I welcome you back as we begin the top of the 3rd. And North Medford still leads us 1-0. At bat for the Indians is Garrett Schultz, and he's down the hole 0-1, but he takes the next one for a ball, so we'll leave it out the count, 1-1. There's a foul, making it 1-2. Moving rather quickly. Neither pitcher is allowing much to happen. There's strike 3. There's another strikeout. That's 5 of them that I count up here in the 1st inning. So, Borgine getting it done out there on the mound right now. There's a swing and a miss as he starts Dunn off. I got one away here in the top of the 3rd. So there's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Borgine's ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss. There's 2 down. So that brings up the pitcher, Logan Klopfenstein is the one I have at number 6. Borgine stepped off the mound. There's a fly ball out to center field, and that's handled easily for the third out of the inning. So, as you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now shows as we head to the bottom of the third, it's North Medford 1, Roseburg nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach.
Again, we'll apologize. Our computer is up and decided that maybe it doesn't need to work with us here for the moment. But we're back, and there's a walk to Johnny King. Borgine, as Horsley steps in, he was hit by a pitch, caused kind of the things to come unraveled for the Indians in the first inning. But Borgine got a one-out triple and then was scored on a passed ball. And going for it now is King, and he's in there. He'll steal second. So now King stands over at second base with one out and a 1-0 count to Horsley. Out of play. Now we're going to pop it up. First baseman, yes. They'll pop out to the third baseman. And that brings up Jeremiah Robbins, who had a double. That's how Horsley made it over to third base after being hit by the pitch. And then scored on a passed ball. Strike one. So 2 out. 2-0 ball game here in the bottom of the third. There's one in the dirt, but catcher keeps it in front of him. Hubbard manages to keep that there. There's a grounder to third. They looking back. Oh, they're not going to get anybody. Now they've got King in a rundown. And there they no, he's safe. And meanwhile, Robbins ends up at second base.
Batting for the Black Tornado, the third baseman, number 20, Gavin Schmidt.
So Smith will step in. Schmidt flew out to the center fielder. Cotopassy is in to run again. He's out at second base. There's the strike to Schmidt. 2 away. So far, Roseburg has managed to keep North Medford from the plate. That one's way outside. With the Black Tornado threatening again with 2 out as they have second and third. Strike again. So Schmidt behind this one. 1 and 2. King over at third base. Robbins down at second base. And there's a deep fly ball out to center field. Got it. No! He dropped it as he came down to the ground. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores. And standing out at second base is Schmidt with a 2-run RBI double. And everybody's discussing this one because really everybody thought maybe they had it, but not so much. Bit of a pause while the umpire does some work, but that's going to bring up Tyler Dunleavy. Grounded to second base his first time. It's now a 4-0 ball game. That's outside. The wheels are starting to come off for the Indians. Roseburg struggling here in the bottom of the third. Way outside again. Make it 2-0. 2-0. Misses outside again. 3-0 to the lefty. Now the first baseman's going to come in and say something to Tone. Passed on whatever message he was sent to pass on. Dunleavy settles in. There's a strike on the outside corner. Dunleavy not really offering it that. 3-1 count. Way outside. Dunleavy will walk. And that'll bring up Rutigliano. So, Rutigliano struck out his last appearance. First and second, 2 away, 2 in. There's a fly ball lifted out to right field, and that will be handled by the right fielder. So, we go to the top of the 4th inning. As we do so, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and we see that now it reads North Medford 4, Roseburg nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and DeVilleneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
We welcome you back to Jim Maccabee Field at North Medford High School, where the North Medford Tornado lead this one by a count of 4-0 as we move to the top of the 4th. And it's an 0-1 count. on Takahashi. He swings and misses on the 0-1, and it now moves to 0-2. Nice weather today. Probably sunburn weather, not that we're paying much attention to that. There's a strike 3 called. And that was Takahashi. That's the second time that he struck out. Stepping in now is Watson, who popped out to first base his first time. There's a swing and a miss. That one misses. And that one's popped up into foul territory. We're just going to go out of play. So we'll go to 1-1, or 1-2 on the count. One away. One strikeout already this inning. That would be 7 by my unofficial count. Swing and a miss. And that would be the 8th strikeout of the game for Borosian. Oh, the shortstop steps in. Gillespie. That one misses. Little low. Nope, won't give him that one. He'll call it inside. So the count goes to 2-0. 2 away, though, here in the top of the 4th. So 3-0. Tried to get the ump to call a strike on that one, but he wouldn't buy into it. There's a strike, though. 3-1. Gillespie looking to get something going for Roseburg. Whoa, there's a shot straight up the middle, and that'll go out to left field right past Borosian. And so the Indians get their first hit. And that'll bring Tone to the plate. He'll lay off, and they'll call it ball 1. Up about eyeball level, he was tempted. But Tone's held on. There's a throw to first. But Gillespie was back pretty easily. Swing and a miss again. Now we go to 1-1. Gillespie bats left, as you can see on the screen. There's a foul. first base side. Oh, Borgin's got himself out in front again. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And Borgin has another strikeout. So, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, the scoreboard now reads North Medford 4. That's not what we want to have happen, but we'll fix it when we get back. 4 and Roseburg. Indians nothing as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. A presentation of TableRockSports.net. So I welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. There's a fly out. And Troy Newman steps in. And the first offering is outside, or at least down low. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I can't. It won't let me. There we go. So I welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. Our computer has decided that cooperation is not something that's needed. I'm continuing to talk to it. So if you give me a moment, we'll go back and fix this, and we'll be right back. And I welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. Our computer has decided that the ball game was over or something, and so it went to sleep on us. I'll try to catch you up with what happened, as I'm not so sure I even know everything that happened, as it's now, we'll put the break board up for you. Well, we won't. But the score right now is 6-0. I think I saw a couple of hits in there, but we'll overlay this as we are in, well, it says the fourth inning. We can't be in, we got to be in the bottom of the fourth. So there's strike 2. So we're a little behind in our paperwork and all that. We'll just sit here and enjoy the game anyway. As I'm not sure. That won't help if I do that, will it? And there's a grounder. It's going to get under the glove. And here comes run number 7 in. As scoring is Horsley. And that's another hit. Passy in running for Robbins. And at the plate, Schmidt. There's a strike. And there's ball 1. Able to hold up on that one. 7-0 ball game. Here in the 4th inning. There's another strike. As what was a really tight game for at least the first couple of innings, as North Medford has just busted this one open. There's a swing and a miss. And that will send us off to the top of the 5th inning. So, as you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads as we head to the top of the 5th that it's going to be North Medford 7, the Roseburg Indians nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. A presentation to TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And as we come back to the North Medford Jim Maccabee Field at North Medford High School, Zimmett leads off for Roseburg by sending one into the gap in right center field. And that'll bring up Hubbard. So the Indians get their second hit of the game. It's actually, I think it's only their first hit of the game. Again, we apologize. Computer just up and decided that the game was over. Didn't want to do anything, so we had to work that out. But we got it figured out. We're watching Hubbard up there right now. That one popped up. That's going to be taken by the second baseman. I believe that's King. And so there is one away. Schultz steps in. There's a strike. Nope, not going to give that one to him. It goes to 1-1. There's swing and a miss for out number 2. Corbin. Corbin will step in. I've had the wrong pitcher all this time. It's Corbin that's out on the mound. And misses. That was down low, so we have 1-1 count. But 2 out. And 1 on over at first base. That one misses too. So that's 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike to Corbin. And there's a strike, as you could hear, 2-2. You can hear the umpire, I think, probably through our microphone. We're not that far away from him. Foul ball. Third base side over by the batting circle. Or the umpire says it's a 2-2 count to Corbin. I'm going to get away a little bit, but everybody will advance 90 feet. Actually, it was just a walk. Chasing it down rather quickly was Robbins, but Klopfenstein steps in now. Now you got 2 on with 2 outs. There's strike 1. There's a grounder to the third, but that's going to get past the third baseman. Here comes 1 run in, touching the plate. Zimmett. And so the Indians get their first run of the game, 7-1. Takahashi steps in. Still have first and second with 2 out. The left-handed batting Takahashi plays first base. Time called, so everybody will reset. Strike to Takahashi. 0-1. Fouled away. We'll go to 0-2. That's fouled down the left field line. Throwing baseballs all over right now. Trying to catch up with some of these foul balls. Low. Scoreboard's reading 1 and 2. There's another foul. Third base way and way out of play. So at the moment, Takahashi making Borjan throw some pitches. There's a little pop to third. He grabs it, and that will be the end of the top of the fifth. So, as we head to the bottom of the fifth, scoreboard now reads on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Medford 7, Roseburg 1. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, Dyer! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we welcome you back to North Medford High School. Jim Maccabee Field is where we are. And we'll see if our computer scared me there for a moment. I thought maybe it's no mood to cooperate, but barely. As we're 0-2 to Dunleavy. Batting left-handed is Dunleavy. Hey, he'll take that one down low and inside. Moves to 1-2. That's away outside. 2-2. Foul. Way down by the bullpen. North Medford opened this one up in the third inning, really. Everybody was cruising along at 0-0, and North Medford managed to get one on in the second inning. And in the third inning, put 3 on, or put another one on. And in the fourth inning, they added 5. This is a little pop-up to the third baseman. He's got that. So there's now 1 away. But they Retigliano. That was White, I think, that took that little pop-up. But the Black Tornado put 5 of them on the board in the last inning, in the fourth inning. So far here, bases are empty, 1 away. But Corbin is missed on the first 2. Now it's a 2-0 count to Retigliano. There's a strike. Three and 1. That misses inside. That one's coming back. And out of play. There's one out to center field. And under it for out number 2. Morgan steps up. 2 away now, here in the bottom of the 5th. Getting a bit of a breeze. For a long time here, there was no breeze as count goes to 2-0 pretty quickly. All right, now Corbin looking to find the plate. 3-0 to Morgan. There's a strike. He puts that one right down the middle. There's strike 2. Morgan takes that one looking. So he's taking 2 looking. There's the grounder to second. And the throw over, and that'll take care of that. So we'll go to the top of the 6th. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads Medford 7, Roseburg 1. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we return to Jim McAbee Field at North Medford High School, and it's the top of the 6th inning. And the John L. Scott scoreboard reads North Medford 7, Roseburg 1. We'll see if the Indians can get something done this time around, as leading off for them is Watson. Ball one on that first pitch. Borgine has pitched a great game. That one's outside. 2-0. He's allowed a couple of hits and only one run in this game through 5. Oh, well, that looked like it. He had that one, but the umpire said no. 3-0. That's 4-0, so straight 4 on 4 straight pitches. Watson finds his way down to first base, brings up Dawson Gillespie. So Gillespie, see if maybe he can't get Watson around, or at least move him along to another base. That's inside. Oh, 1-0, and that'll bring a visit to the mound by the coach. Fans, you can help keep Table Rock Sports in the game by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports at youtube.com and click on the red subscribe button to help us continue to cover the action. So a bit of a conversation out there. They may be getting actually ready, I can get my mouth to work, ready to make a pitching change. The umpire is going to go out there and speed things up. I don't like the speed at which things are moving. Conversation over, more or less. Robbins continues to say something. And now everybody's back in their positions. Swing and a miss. That'll get us to 1-1. That's fouled away. So Gillespie trying hard to get Watson at least to second base. But it's a 1-2 count. Nobody out. Watson with the leadoff walk. There's a pop-up out to center field. That'll be handled, and that'll drive Watson back, and there's one away. No way Watson was getting to second on that one. Tatone, the left-handed batter, will step in. 1 out. Swing and a miss at the first offering. And that's strike 2. As Tatone couldn't hold up, is actually way down in the dirt that time. The 0-2. And misses, so we go to 1 and 2. Just inside. And misses, and all of a sudden, after having it 0 and 2, Tatone has managed to work things back to a full count. The 3-2 pitch fouled away. Tatone settles in. There's the stretch to look over to first. Swing and a miss, and there's 2 down. Zemet steps in. Now we got 2 out. Watson still over at first. Zemet swings and misses. 0 and 1. Orgine ready to go pretty quickly still. Late here in the game. And that'll miss. It's a 1-1 count. 2 down. Watson stands over at first for Roseburg. That's swung on and fouled straight back. Somewhere. Way behind us. All of the fans are basically in the same position right now with the sun. If the ball is fouled back, we have no idea where it's at, because if you look up, all you see is the sun. If you don't want to see the sun, then you can't look up. So nobody has any idea if they're going to get hit on the head or not. And there is another foul out of play. This one a little more safely out of play. And there's a grounder to second. There's the flip to second base. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So we head down now to the... Got that going the wrong way. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the John L. Scott scoreboard reads that it's North Medford 7, Roseburg 1, as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.com.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
And we come back to Jim McAbee Field at North Medford High School on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week as we head to the bottom of the sixth, 7-1. A North Medford lead over the Roseburg Indians. Newman steps into the plate for the Black Tornado. Corbin fires a strike on the outside corner, or inside corner. And number 2. And strike 3. Newman caught looking that time. Borgine is up at the plate now. He's been able to help his own cause. He scored 1 run on a passed ball. Also has a hit or 2. He'll look at strike number 1 from Corbin. And there's a shot between the shortstop out to left field, and Borgine's standing down at first base with 1 out. This will bring up King. Been playing second base today. That's a big pop-up out to left field. Foul ball. Looked like for a moment might have a chance to get in down the line, but just kept drifting and drifting. And there's a pop-up the wrong direction, fouled out of play again. 2 strikes. That one's high. Ball 1. As foul. So we held the count at 1-2 with 1 out. Borgine over at first, and that's fouled out of play. Off the roof of the concession stand. But Elijah discovered there are no concessions today. So we won't worry about that. And Borgine goes down to second base on the pitch. No throw. Umpires will reset themselves. There's a swing, and that's going to be popped up shortstop way. He's got it. That's Gillespie with it. That'll be 2 down. Horsley steps in with 2 down. Borgine out at second base. There's a foul. The umpire out to check whether they want to keep that one or not. And he says, nah, let's throw that one out. That one will become a practice ball. fungo ball. Usually what they do with them. Everybody steps away. A resettle. There goes Boragine off the third. He's there easily. So now you got Boragine over at third base. 2 outs. And a 1-1 count on Horsley. And that's all the way to the backstop. And is he going to get, yeah. Boragine is going to score easily. So it's an 8-1 game. That's inside to Horsley. 3-1. So with 2 outs, Boragine scores again on a pass ball. There's a drive into right center field. The right fielder will cut it off. They'll hold Horsley to a single. That brings up Robbins, taking off the gear.
Now batting for the Black Tornado, the catcher, number 8, Jeremiah Robbins.
So we'll see what Robbins can get done. So we better add a hit for the Tornado. And strike 1 called to Robbins. Now it'll miss, so we'll go to 1-1. Strike. You can hear that call. 1-2. That's out the center field. Is they going to get there? No. Center fielder will handle that one easily. So we're going to go to the top of the 7th. Hoping we're going to go to the top of the 7th. There we go. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads North Medford 8, Roseburg nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation to TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and DeVilleneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and DeVilleneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Jim Maccabee Field at North Medford High School. We're having the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. We're now headed to the top of the 7th inning. And Boragine still out on the mound, having allowed just a couple of hits and only 1 run. Roseburg will take their final shot at him They have to come up with 7 runs this inning to keep the ball game going. Leading off will be Riley Straw. Now swing and miss at the first offering from Borosian, making it 0-1. And there's 0-2. There's a foul right back to the net. Oh and 2. As Borosian sets and fires. And that is popped straight up. The catcher's going to, nope, Borosian's going to take it. Thought Robbins was going to take it there for a moment, but Borosian says, nope, I'll take that one myself. And there's one away. Garrett Schultz steps in. There's a drive, but the right fielder is right there for that one. And there's 2 away. Pitchers love those 1-pitch outs. Corbin will continue to bat. And doing so now with 2 down in the top of the 7th. There's a strike to start things off. That one misses. A grounder to third. No. I think that's going to go up, unfortunately, as an error. Troy Jones will step in. Now you have one on. Corbin's over at first, but there's 2 away. 8-1 ball game. You'd just like to see a closeout here. And the first pitch missed to ball 1. Swing and a miss. Klopfenstein couldn't catch up with that one. Way high. 2-1. Nobody throwing for North Medford. Borosian's going to just close this out himself. That's popped up. Does King have it? He does. And that will be the game. So, we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard as it now reads for a final North Medford 8, Roseburg High School 1. Stay with us for the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show. We'll be talking about what happened in today's game on the My Circle K GP Energy post-game show, where they fuel your road trip and add crunch to your lunch. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, you see the final there that reads North Medford 8, Roseburg 1. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to the My Circle K powered by GP Energy postgame show. The John L. Scott scoreboard shows the result. North Medford 8, Roseburg only 1, as it was a close game for like about 2 innings, as North Medford held a 1-0 lead, and then they had scored 1 in the second, scored 3 in the third inning, and added a couple more in the fifth and 1 more in the sixth, and all of a sudden it was an 8-0 runaway, as North Medford had no real answer for the Black Tornado today, at least in Game 1. Game 2 is coming up in just a few minutes. We'll be back with that broadcast a little bit later. They usually take about 20-30 minutes between the games, so we'll be back sometime between the 20 and the 30-minute mark, and we will do game number 2. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We thank North Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is North Medford 8, Roseburg High School 1, Game 2, coming up in just a few minutes.